I decided that I'm not going to put the ignition on yet. What I'm going to do is make sure I get a fresh battery, and I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new battery. I'm not even going to mess with that one. I mean, I may keep it around and fill it up later at some point and see if it works, but I'm just going to get a brand new battery, be done with it. So I've decided to hold off on the ignition, not put it in yet, because I want to see if I can find a better solution, or at least how this is wired up. And I don't have a book on this, so I'm going to need to look at the wiring diagram and see what they all go to, and then I'll look at how this mates up. I looked on the listing that I bought this from, and it said that it also works on a VX250, which is basically this bike but just smaller engine. So maybe this connector was supposed to go to that one, but it definitely doesn't fit this one. That's all I know, because this is a flat 3 in a row. This one is pretty much squared, and 2 side by side and then 1 at the bottom. So this definitely won't fit. So I'll need to figure out, you know, what this fourth wire is. Like I said, I think it's also a ground. It's just what it looks like, you know, from looking up there. But anyway, I also never figured out what this little thing was for. So it goes in the Virago box. I keep boxes for all my motorcycles, and anything that I take off, I just throw it in the box. That way I have it when I sell it. You know, that I'll just give them the box. You know, or if I'm keeping it, I know where the parts are that I took off. They're up in a box somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on doing the ignition for right now. But this looks like I kind of matched it up a little bit, and I'll see if I can show you here. It should match up. So I may have to switch it out for, I may have to switch the plate out, the plate itself. But the cylinder should match up pretty well. So, because this bracket's different too. The bracket doesn't fit on there. It's too short. So I'm going to have to use my bracket. So, well, let's just, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Go ahead and, no, I'll do it later. But yeah, so that's where I'm at now. So what I'm going to do now also is go ahead and start taking off some parts that I know I'm not going to want, like this backrest, and those mirrors. I'm getting new mirrors. I don't care what I get as long as it's not those. I'm debating on whether to switch out the handlebars. I kind of like the mini apes. They look kind of cool. In the future, I may even cut the shocks down so it sits a little bit lower in the back. Gives it kind of that little bobber look. I'll be getting rid of the rust on all the rims, everything else. I'm going to use a media blaster probably, that I'm going to make myself. So I'll do a video on that one. The only reason I even know to do it myself is because I watched a video on YouTube about it. I wish I remember who it was, because I would give them credit, but I don't remember. So if you see this and I've copied yours, let me know and I'll give you credit. But yeah, I just saw somebody make his own for like $10. I think he said $10. He went to Harbor Freight and got some fine crushed walnut shells and an air blower, which I have an air blower, so I'm just going to need the walnut shells. And you can pretty much do all the stuff yourself. And you do it outside, that way, you know, the walnuts aren't going to hurt anything, but you also don't get your garage all nasty. So yeah, I'll do that. And he mentioned something about keeping it at 50 psi or under. So, I don't remember. I think he did 20 on a Coke can. And it took just the paint off the Coke can. So maybe I'll just keep it down to 20. Because all I'm trying to do is get rust off, right? And I think what I'm going to do is turn this into like a little bobber with ape hangers. I may paint the rims and spokes and everything black and put a red trim around it. And I may I'm going to have to repaint the front fender and the rear fender. They're just too rusty. The gas tank is fine. I actually don't need to paint it. But after I paint and the side covers don't need painted either. Matter of fact, I don't think they're painted at all. I think that's just the color of the plastic. So I'm gonna keep it all black too. But I think I'm gonna have to probably paint the tank to make it match up. The paint, it doesn't look like it's in great shape, but it looks like a good buffing will, good cleaning and a good buffing will fix that all up. So I'm not sure if I'm leaving it or not. We'll see. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm going to take this stuff off, and you guys are more than welcome to watch, or you can just go ahead and close it here. I'm just going to be kind of talking as I go. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to take this backrest off. It's just two big bolts here. Look like it's probably 17 millimeters. I think I got a 17 laying right here. I got a 17 and a 19. It's not 19. Well, look at that. 17. Okay. Is there a nut on the inside that I have to hold, or is it welded on? No, it looks like it's welded on because it's not moving. There's one there, but it's not moving. Oh, there it goes. Starting to move, but I'm able to hold it with my finger. Okay, so now I can use the right shit. No. Okay, too tight. So let's lift it up a bit. Okay, the nut underneath there was turning now, so I'm going to have to figure out what size it is. I'm assuming it's a 17 millimeter also. Oh, can't even see it. Actually, it looks smaller. It's going to require a socket. So let's find. There's a 14. Let's see about 14. Yep, 14 fits on it. I'm going to need a shorter extension. I think it's laying over here. No. Must be in the drawer. Where it's supposed to be. Yep. Woohoo! It's always nice when you keep your tools where they're supposed to be. That's loosey, lefty, righty, tighty, all that good stuff. I know, remove the rear wheel, right? But why go through all that trouble to remove one little bolt? Two bolts. Two little bolts. Alright. Now I'm just holding it with my finger, just right there. It's coming out just fine, so I'm not worried about it. There we go. I was going to say, this backrest is putting a lot of tension on the bolt, so. It's almost there, I can feel it. Washer or anything in there? Nope. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna get the other one. You guys won't be able to see it very much, but I'll be able. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this back seat bracket off too. That's it. Okay, I found me an 8mm socket. I don't know if this has the same thing with a nut at the bottom or what, but you just get them both loose. I mean, I feel the nut down there, but is it welded on is the question. Feels like it is. Feels like that one. I wonder why they didn't weld those on. This one feels, these feel like they're welded on there. I mean, like I can literally feel the little weld on it. So. Okay. Now there's the back seat bracket, and just so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like while I'm riding it. Going to be just like that. No rear seat at all. No rear seat, no sissy bar, just that. The bolts that were holding these bolts here that were holding the backrest on are way too long. Like if I hit a big bump, the tire's going to hit it for sure and just shred the tire. So maybe it'll lock the tire up and cause me to wreck. So I'm going to have to get shorter bolts for that, obviously. And the way it goes down in there, like you can't even get to the head. So I had to stop out here. So right now they're not attached really at all. So yeah, you have to work on that, but easy enough. That's all easy stuff. Basically just going to put a big washer there, make sure the bolt head doesn't go all the way in. And then, you know, everything will get painted black, so you won't really just blend in, you won't even notice it. The shocks will get painted black. The chain guard, I don't know yet. I don't know it's all rusted. It's rusted all really bad. But I don't know if I want to go full blackout on this bike or not. Like I may keep, you know, a couple of silver pieces, you know. But this will definitely all be black. But these may stay chrome. This might stay chrome. I don't even think that. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't even look like there's anything hooked to it. There's not. Well, there's a wire that goes in it. Maybe that's the horn? I don't know. There's a wire that goes in it, but a couple of wires that go in it. But I'm going to see if I can't, what I can do about removing that. There's one on the other side too. I think it's the air cleaner though. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think I have to take those off. I just don't like them there. If they're required to be there, they're going to get painted black probably. And I may even run a line through it or something just to, you know, snazzy it up. But yeah, I'm going to leave it right there for now and go get me some food. I'm hungry. I've already fed the animals and I haven't even fed myself yet. So that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits tonight. Go in there and order a new battery. I meant to order one before, but I forgot what the number was on it. It looks like it's a number 10L-A2. 10L-A2. That was the battery that came out of it, at least. So, yeah. Mirrors are coming off. This bike will look completely different when I'm done with it. I think Dad would like it to know that I customized it with him in mind, you know. Giving him some things that I think he would like. So like maybe like a little RT on here and a little KT over there for Ron and Karen, you know. Thomas, of course. So maybe, you know, just shadowed so you just barely even know. You don't know it's there until somebody points it out or you just happen to look right in that exact spot. It's not going to stand out to you. So, yeah. This is going to be a fun one. And of course, this bike does not get sold. This is going to be my bike for forever. This was my dad's, and I'm keeping it. It's just something to have a little fun on and remember him, you know. And if my mom wants to ride it, she can ride it all she wants. I I may even teach Megan. You know what? That's a great idea. Megan, if you're watching this, I'm going to teach you how to ride a motorcycle on this bike. This will be a great, perfect bike to learn on. So even more perfect than the 400A, 450A. Because the 450A is a little bit heavier than this one. So this one, it doesn't weigh hardly anything. I mean, it's real easy to handle. It's nimble. Yeah, so that's where we're at. And I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. And catch you all on the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.